Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another night here in ARCS Racing Networks. This is SK up here in the booth live from virtual Chicagoland for the FRG Designs TNT, or otherwise known as Thursday Night Thunder. Not sure what is going on. I saw a little bit of a wreck happen early on. Let's kind of head back up to our race leaders because I know that they are checking up. Not sure what is going on with these poor guys, but I'm going to go ahead and throw the caution lights. Let's get caught up with our race leaders. Which right now looks to be Boss E Geo the Bohemian. Going to be leading a lap. I run a caution. I'm going to go ahead and throw up a quick commercial for our Jingle Jam. Commercial video brought to you by Tri-Strand. Currently, right now, Bossy Geo is going to lead this race under caution for the first time tonight. Hopefully, that'll be one of the very few we see. Not sure what happened at the start of the race. Wreck was happening right as I got in. So, couple laps down. Tonight, we're doing 134 laps here at Chicago. A little bit of technical info on this racetrack. You're going to see the drivers. It's going to be a fight to the bottom, but the arc is the most important to get the speed. You're going to want to enter high and get a good arc into the corner down towards the bottom. And that is when you're going to see drivers try to get in and sneak a nose underneath. And it can send a world of hurt to the guys trying to fight down to the bottom. But looks like we are ready to go. Green flag racing. Caution lights are off. We are racing in Chicago. Bossy Geo leads the race. Looks like the number 48 of Tri-Strand in second, making good moves on the restart. I believe that is the number 22 of Nifty Agenda. Second race in TNT. Runner-up finisher in the ARCS 2 Xfinity COT. Tommy down on the bottom, looking to get underneath Nifty Agenda for the third place spot. As Bossy Geo continues to lead, Tri-Strand followed in second. Nifty Agenda doing everything he can to hold on to third place. See if I can't get a lead on who is in fourth. That is Ya Grams subbing in for Jacket tonight, running in fourth place. Jacket FND, normally running the number 14, had to require a sub. So he will be subbing in and gaining points for Jacket FND. Let's head back up to the race leader, Bossy Geo, as we have 127 laps remaining. Pit reports showing about another 25 to 26 laps of fuel in a fuel run here at TNT. We do not run stages. It is full green, full throttle from the second we go. Strategy does play a lot of point in it, as Bossy Geo is just dominating this field right now by a bunch. Let's scroll back to the middle of the pack as fourth place, Nifty Agenda, who loses his spot to the Tier 2 driver subbing in for Jacket Grams up in third. Tristrand still holding on to second place as the pack looks fierce behind him. COT Tommy, Moldy Muskrat, Deplorable Me, Suicideways, and Term V all within striking distance for a top 5 right now. Good racing going on here. Plenty of action, but with all the action in the back, Bossy Geo has continuously looked to run away and gain a ton of real estate on these other drivers. Riding along with COT Tommy, who is now dipped into third place, followed closely by his good buddy Deplorable Me in that number 4 Bush Apple Ford Mustang. Lots of good racing happening as COT Tommy gets around the number 48 of Tristrand, and Deplorable Me does as well. And it looks like Deplorable Me is going to try and get underneath Tommy to get around him for second place, but doesn't quite get the nose just there yet. But in doing so, as you can see, you can barely see Bossy Geo way out in front as these guys are battling left and right. We're on lap 13 of 134. Bossy Geo's got about a 1.5 second lead on the rest of the pack, and it is just continuing to gain. Nice single file train as they enter the corner, as they start to buzz around trying to get that inside line. Looks like Tristrand is stuck up in the middle, and he is going to lose a spot to, I believe that was the number 19 of Lurkin Tom, works his way up into the 4th position, battling side by side to the number 48 of Tristrand. The number 11 of Term V looking to work his way into the top 5. Currently, your top 5 goes as followed. Bossy Geo in the lead. COT Tommy, Deplorable Me, Lurkin Tom, and Tristrand. But looks like Term V gets around Tristrand and makes it into the top 5. Now battling Lurkin Tom and Deplorable Me. Lurkin Tom now up into the 3rd position. 118 laps to go here in Chicagoland, the Windy City. Bossy Geo still rocking and rolling here tonight. COT Tommy in second place. Lurkin Tom in third. Term V has made his way up into fourth. Deplorable Me rounds out your top five. While that's going on, let's go check out how some of the other subs are doing. Boiled Ice in the number 9, subbing in for Seth Dub 9. The number 14 of Yaw Grams in Jacket FND's ride for the night. The number 13 of Glixen is subbing in for, I believe, It's Crotum. Even though It's Crotum is usually in the 18. Shout out to Cody Riggs in the number 3, or otherwise known as Suicideways. The number 88 of Arch Enemy. The number 41, The Kid Moldy Muskrat in his patented number 41 Haas Ford Mustang. The number 18 of Twisted Navy in that beautiful Skittles Toyota. Also, not to mention the number 24 of Richie C. USA. Let's head back up to this battle for the top here. Looks like Term V and Lurkin Tom, Team Toyota, back at it again, working together like they did last race at Daytona, where they finished 1, 2, 3, and 4, looking to swallow up COT Tommy in the Ford. They try to split them, don't quite get the momentum, but Deplorable Me is not in too far behind, hoping to come give his fellow manufacturer a little bit of help. But as this continues to happen, Boss E Geo continues to walk away. Hell's Ginger in the chat, aka my loving, amazing wife who deals with this 3 days a week and doesn't kill me. God love her, says that Geico car is looking nice indeed, and she is Moldy Muskrat's biggest fan. She loves the kid, always cheers him on. Hopefully he doesn't lag out and have some fun. But the story still is, ooh, looks like the 19 and the 2 get into a little bit of contact as they are 4 wide almost. Lurkin Tom able to get around them. Term V sends it in pretty deep. Lurkin Tom does a little bit of blocking. And Term V now moves up to second place. Lurkin Tom in third. Deplorable Me fourth. COT Tommy has dropped all the way back to fifth place in those moves. 100 laps remaining. 10 laps on fuel. Tires by pit reports are showing that the right sides are already starting to hit 40% right now, which is wearing down dramatically. As you can see, the cars are getting really tight as Term V goes way up into the wall, tries to miss his teammate, gets into the wall just a little bit. It's going to give Lurkin Tom the run. Deplorable Me follows him in. But as the story goes, Boss E Geo is way out in front. Term V having a little bit of difficulty, drops all the way back to the number 6 spot as COT Tommy and I believe that was Tristrand work their way back up to the top 5. Sorry, that was the number 41 of Moldy Muskrat. Moldy Muskrat has made his way into the top 5. Nifty Agenda also not too far back. Cars getting a little 3 wide. COT Tommy into the wall a little bit. Definitely a lot of action-packed racing going on here tonight for the FRG Designs TNT Round 2 here at Chicagoland. If you like what you see and you want to race with ARCS, visit racearcs.com. Get all the current information such as iRacing, Xbox. On Xbox, you start off at ARCS 3, the trucks, and work your way up to ARCS 2 Xfinity. And then if you can get past the ARCS 2 drivers, you can start in the Covenant TNT Cup Series on iRacing. We're going to have modifieds in 2022, IndyCar, NASCAR, trucks, street stocks. We're going to have it all. So much going on here at ARCS. Once again, that is racearcs.com. Here's the story to tell right now. As you saw on the screen, Moldy Muskrat has made his way into the 4-spot. Nifty Agenda following closely behind him in the 5th spot. Bossy Geo still leading Deplorable Me and Lurkin' Tom up front. But Boss E Geo just has a ton of real estate to sell, and he's not selling it cheap. I'll tell you that right now. He's got almost a second and a half, 2 seconds on the number 2 car. Riding along with the number 4 or 24 of Richie C USA as his brother Tristrand follows closely behind him. Can these two work together and work their way back up the field? Looks like Sideways is back there along with the 88. The number 9 of Bullet Ice looking like he's got some troubles. Right now, running order goes as followed. Boss Geo in first, Lurkin' Tom in second. Deplorable Me 44 in third. Moldy Muskrat 4th place. Nifty Agenda running 5th. Oh, looks like Nifty gets down into the grass. Not sure if these guys were trying to make it to the pits or not. See, looks like we had a few takers go down pit road. Looks like the 48, the 2, the 3, all going down pit road. 104 laps remaining. You get about 31 laps on fuel, so we're going to see a lot more of these pit stops. Looks like the leader, Bossy Geo, goes down pit road, but Lurkin' Tom decides to stay out to get his 5 bonus points and lead a lap. Deplorable Me right behind him. Interesting to see where these guys go out. See if Lurkin' Tom decides to commit and go down pit road or not, or stay out for one more lap. Looks like those two are both gonna go down pit road. Let's see if we can't find our former race leader, Boss E Geo. Right now, it's still showing the number 19 as the leader. Still in the pits, about ready to start exiting here soon. I'm showing the number 4 as the leader at the moment. Deplorable Me 44 currently in the lead, but has gotten passed by the number 8 of Boss E Geo. as he is back in the lead. Tried to pull it off a little strategy, but unfortunately didn't falter too kindly to him. 100 laps remaining. Let's find out exactly who is in second here. I know COT Tommy is in third, and it looks like Arch Enemy is in fourth place, or third. Not sure what was going on with my HDMI cable. Thanks, Rick, for calling out the no car audio. It was showing on my end, but I guess it wasn't showing on everybody else's. Boss E Geo still continues to dominate this race, leading all but 2 laps so far. I believe it's the kid in second place. Moldy Muskrat up to second. Good pit strategies. Deplorable Me down in third. COT Tommy and I believe Arch Enemy still battling for fourth and fifth. It's right along with the number 4 of Deplorable Me in that beautiful Bush Apple Ford Mustang as he's trying to track down Moldy Muskrat, his teammate at Stewart Haas Racing. So that's right along with this battle for fourth and fifth as Arch Enemy leads COT Tommy and Richie C USA, tailing him right behind. Not too far behind him is his brother in the 48, Ally Camaro Tristrand, and the number 3 of Suicideways, all trying to make ground up after these first round of green flag pit stops. Pit reports showing in we are about 22 to 24 laps before we see more green flag pit stops. Some teams are already starting to report in that tires are already starting to falter into the 60 percentile range. These drivers are driving these cars much harder than they were in this first stint. Be interesting to see how strategy plays out for some of these drivers as they are trying to make up ground, and some drivers are trying to save this early on here at the Windy City known as Chicagoland. Looks like COT Tommy giving Arch Enemy a little bit of a bumper, trying to get around him and get into the 4th spot. But these 3 need to work together to try and catch up to those red Ford Mustangs that are right ahead of them of Moldy Muskrat and Deplorable Me 44, as those 2 seem to be on rails. But still, the story remains. Let's actually move up to these 2 and see if we can't get a vantage point on just how far away Bossy Geo has continued to gain. I said it earlier, Bossy Geo is buying real estate cheap and not selling it because he just keeps gaining as these guys are keep falling back. Bossy Geo, the Bohemian, has definitely made an amazing performance so far in these first 35 laps or so. Shout out to Boiled Ice, who is subbing in for Seth Dub 9. Blixen subbing in for, I believe he was supposed to be in it's Crotum's car. Yeah, Graham subbing in for Jacket. FND, your 3 subs here tonight. Here at TNT, we allow the Tier 2 drivers to come up and sub for Tier 1 so they can still gain points. Riding along with Moldy Muskrat, who right now is in second. Doing real well. Him and Deplorable Me have almost a 2-second lead over the cars behind them, but they've got almost a 3-second deficit to make up over Bossy Geo, as Bossy Geo has just been completely clean all race long. Let's do a ride around with Bossy Geo for 1 lap and see how he arcs these corners and makes this track look so easy. He just makes it look that easy. Let's head back up to the battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th place. Looks like these 3 have still stayed in a single file, trying to catch up to Moldy Muskrat and Deplorable Me. Arch Enemy, COT Tommy, and Richie C USA racing along. Got another little 3-pack right behind him. I believe that is the number 22 of Nifty Agenda, the number 3 of Suicideways, and the 48 of Tristrand. Not sure what happened to Orca Tom. I believe he did get a speeding penalty going down pit road. But, ooh, looks like the number 4 has caught up to the 41. They are now nose to tail. Wonder if they're going to stay that way as teammates or if the team structure will fall as they are trying to track down Boss E Geo. 83 laps remaining. Pit reports coming in showing about 11 laps on fuel, and teams are already starting to report tires are in the 40% range, and some teams complaining it's getting really tight on exit, having to really ease up on the throttle, which is going to kill speed to try and stay off that wall. Some drivers are still handling it really well, keeping it pinned down and arcing those corners really well. As you see, the drivers enter high, go in, try and hug that middle seam, and try to exit back high to gain as much speed coming into the backstretch. Deplorable Me and Moldy Muskrat still trying to gain ground on that lone Chevrolet of Boss E Geo, the man that hails all the way from the Bahamas. My pal Rick James calls him the Bohemian Bullet and the Clearwater Assassin. Or I know him as the king of oh no 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 when something bad happens to him. But they are trying to track him down as he is leading this race from start, and he's going to try and make it all the way to finish. Your top five still goes as follow. Bossy Geo in the lead, Moldy Muskrat second, Deplorable Me third, Arch Enemy fourth, Richie C USA fifth, COT Tabi, Suicideways, Tri-Strand, Nifty Agenda. Round out your top 9, 78 laps remaining. We have completed 56 laps so far. Race is going real smooth and staying caution free. Let's hope the commentator's curse don't happen, and I said caution free. Let's hope we keep it that way. Looks like Bossy Geo is starting to lose a little bit of ground as the teamwork has started to help out, as these two have started gaining ground on the Bohemian. Still got a long ways to go and a long race to do it in, but the gap is starting to close. Speaking of gaps closing, it looks like the three back in the back of Arch Enemy, COT Tommy, and Richie C USA have also started closing the gaps on Deplorable Me and Moldy Muskrat. "76 laps remain here at Chicagoland. Bossy Geo still continues to lead this race. Moldy Muskrat in second, Deplorable Me in third. Let's take a ride along with some of the other cars in the pack. Right along with the 13 of Glixen subbing in for its Crotum. The number 48 of Tri-Strand, the man who makes all the commercials you see here on ARCS Racing Networks. Much appreciation to the man who puts countless hours into producing those videos for us to promote and give you guys excellent action as well. Unfortunately, it looks like Young Grams is the first one to suffer from a lag out. He is going to be considered finished last, but Jacket FND will get points today. Suicideways looks to get around Nifty Agenda. Nifty Agenda in his second race full-time here in TNT, after being in a runner-up finish in the Xfinity Points, the ARCS 2 Championship in Season 1 of 2021. Term V, our ARCS 2 champion, now running TNT full-time as well. Looks like the group goes down pit road, but I do not see Deplorable Me. Let's see if he decided to stay out and get his 5 bonus points. He did. Deplorable Me is going to lead a lap and get those 5 bonus points for leading a lap. Let's see if he goes down pit road this time, see if he can't get it stopped. Indeed, he does. Looks like Nifty Agenda is going to go down pit road. Let's see if Term V does the same, or if he decides to stay out. There was our former race leader, Right now, we're showing, looks like it's the number 18 of Twisted Navy going to lead a lap. Twisted Navy should be going down pit road this time. As you see him slowing down, entering pit road. Now it's up to these two to try and get around before he exits. Here comes Deplorable Me. See if he can't keep the ground that he lost, staying out all by his lonesome. Not quite. Moldy Muskrat goes up to challenge Bossy Geo for the lead. Side by side into the turns and into the front stretch. Moldy Muskrat able to get around Bossy Geo. Moldy Muskrat is now your race leader. They were able to get around Lurking Tom in the pits, and ooh, not sure if Moldy's got some lag there for a second. Bossy Geo doing his best to stay off of him. Deplorable Me in third. Let's try and get a ride along with Deplorable Me and see who is tailing him for the third position. Arch Enemy sitting in fourth had a good pit stop. Looks like COT Tommy and Richie C USA still in the fray as well. Lurkin Tom still trying to make up as much ground after that speeding penalty he caught in the first wave of pit stops. Let's catch back up to Bossy Geo, as now he is trying to battle the young man out of Missouri, Moldy Muskrat. "68 laps remain. By normal math, we will see 2 more pit stops, but some drivers may try to make this a 1 more stop race. Be interesting to see how strategy plays out over the next 67 laps. Looks like Moldy is having some lag issues yet again. Pretty sure if it continues, the stewards are going to ask him to pull it over and let Bossy Geo take back the lead. But looks like the car has stabilized, as Bossy Geo is going to try to do everything he can to hunt down the kid, Moldy Muskrat. Let's head back to Deplorable Me, as him and Arch Enemy duking it out for the third position. COT Tommy and Richie C USA round out your top 5. Not sure Hell's Ginger 1991, aka my loving wife. But he's always got lag issues, unfortunately. But sometimes they stay clean, and hopefully they stay clean, as he is leading this race here at Chicago. Still got some good distance on Bossy Geo. Deplorable Me and Arch Enemy are still nose to tail. Richie C USA and COT Tommy nose to tail as well. "63 laps remaining here at Chicagoland." Let's head back up to our race leader, Moldy Muskrat, as Bossy Geo is tried to run him down. Let's ride along once again with the Bohemian, Bossy Geo, as he's trying to track down the youngster out of Missouri, Moldy Muskrat. Get you back up to Moldy Muskrat, and we'll do a chase view. Gets as close as he can to the wall, arcs it down, tries to hug right below that middle seam, and then let the car wash up naturally and get a good run coming off into the front stretch. He's going to do the same things through 1 and 2, get up as close as he can to the wall, arc it down, get it right below that seam, and let the car wash up naturally. Beautifully done by the youngster, as he is rocking and rolling, keeping Bossy Geo at bay. "57 laps remain here at Chicagoland in the round 2 of the FRG Designs TNT Season 3 here at the Alliance Racing Championship Series." Moldy Muskrat still rocking and rolling. But let's bring up the awesome side-by-side commercial and bring up our Indy ARCS commercial as Moldy Muskrat continues to lead Bossy Geo. That's right, IndyCar is coming to ARCS 2022. Myself and Alex Simkowski, or otherwise most of you may know him as Stitch8820, will be admitting in an IndyCar series known as Indy ARCS for the first time here at the Alliance Racing Championship Series, coming in spring 2022. If you want to join ARCS, visit racearcs.com. Get all the information on our Xbox side, our iRacing side. We're going to have modifieds. We're going to have IndyCar. We're going to have the Cup cars, the trucks, street stocks. We've got everything going on. NASCAR, come compete in our ARCS 3. Work your way up the ladder versus some of the best drivers ARCS has to throw at. Try to get up to ARCS 2 Xfinity and work your way up into the Covenant. TNT, Thursday Night Thunder, ARCS Premier Tier 1 Series. as Moldy Muskrat does everything he can to fend off the Bohemian Bullet. My wife in the chat says it's a long run to the first corner. It is. Unfortunately, Chicago is known as a tri-oval fans, where it's not just a completely perfectly oval circular shape. You've got like a dog leg almost in the middle, which makes the track seem a little bit longer on the front stretch. But Moldy Muskrat is doing it in style, leading this race. Bossy Geo led majority of the first half. Now it is Moldy Muskrat's turn. Your top five still goes Moldy Muskrat leading, Bossy Geo in second, Arch Enemy in third, Deplorable Me 44 in fourth, COT Tommy in fifth. Ford, Chevrolet, Ford. Team Toyota not having a good showing after their spectacular performance, finishing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6th at Daytona. Unfortunately, not doing well here tonight. Moldy Muskrat rocking the Fords right now as Bossy Geo, who normally on Sundays you'll see in the number 22 Ford Mustang, is running the number 8 Chevrolet Camaro here in TNT. Let's head up and ride along with some other drivers. Nifty Agenda battling it out with, I believe, that is the number 3 of Suez Sideways, who is in 7th place. So those two are running 7th and 8th respectively. Really haven't talked much about Twisted Navy. Did lead one lap earlier in the number 18 Toyota in that beautiful Skittles scheme. The number 11 of Turn V just ahead. Here's COT Tommy in unbiasedly the best paint scheme on the track. Actually, it's very biased. I run PPG everything. PPG IndyCar, PPG Cup. I am a PPG fan for life when it comes to Penske cars. The number 19 of Lurkin, Tom, rocking it out in that blue auto insurance scheme. Deplorable Me's famous Bush Apple Ford Mustang. Richie C USA rocking that 24 Exalta car. Boiled Ice decided to rock the number 9 Mountain Dew car for Seth Dub 9 here tonight. Glixen in that number 13 Geico Camaro. I call him the newcomer. He's been around for one season, and he hasn't stopped beating up on all the drivers. The man is clean and fast. Unfortunately, not having a good showing here tonight. The number 48 of Tri-Strand, and of course, he is in the Ally scheme. The number 3 of Suez Sideways deciding to rock the Tracker Boat scheme here tonight. The number 22 of Nifty Agenda in that beautiful red shell Ford Mustang. Not sure if looks like Turn V has unfortunately lagged out. Another loss for Team Toyota here tonight. But let's head up to Moldy Muskrat as he goes down pit road, which is going to put Bossy Geo in the lead for now. Will Bossy Geo go down pit road this time? All 4 drivers behind Moldy Muskrat stayed out for one extra lap. Here comes Bossy Geo down pit road. COT Tommy and Arch Enemy makes the call to go down pit road. Deplorable Me decides to stay out and is now your current leader at this moment. I believe he is going to go down this time by 43 laps remain, so we will see another two more pit stops after this. Only 31 laps per tank. Usually, Deplorable Me slows down and enters pit road. Let's head back up to Boss E Geo. See if he got Moldy Muskrat. Moldy Muskrat's coming around. Bossy Geo exiting the pits now. As you see him down on the bottom apron. Can Moldy Muskrat get around him? He does. Gets around him in style. Bossy Geo now on the racing surface. But currently showing the number 48 of Tristrand as the leader. I am sorry to my buddy, the number 48, decided to stay out a few extra laps and lead a lap, try to gain those points, and he's still out on the racetrack as he is leading this race. I am showing reports that COT Tommy got hit with a speeding penalty, I believe, had almost a 30-second pit stop, which was not good. Here comes Tristrand down pit road right now. Let's head back up to Moldy Muskrat, which I believe this time by will take the lead over, as currently Workin' Tom is leading this race at the moment. Let's see if we can't find... Oh, no, sorry. The number 18 is Twisted Navy. As Twisted goes down pit road. Right now, still currently showing him as your race leader. Once I get a little bit more updated. And as of now, the number 41 of Moldy Muskrat back up to the top position. Looks like the number 48 of Tristrand is going to fall a lap down after a valiant effort getting some points. Those 5 extra points is definitely big when it comes to our tier system. Right now, looks like he is going to do the best he can to maybe let Bossy Geo back around, as Bossy Geo is trying to fight for the lead, but Tristrand is on about few laps fresher tires. But it looks like he's going to go high and let the Bohemian around, as Boss E Geo is going to do what he can to try and track down the youngster out of Missouri, Moldy Muskrat. "35 laps remain here tonight." Ooh, not sure what happened to poor old Moldy. Something is... Oh, Moldy Muskrat has lagged out of the race. Bossy Geo back in the lead. Moldy Muskrat, SK in the booth. What's going on, buddy? Moldy Muskrat, can you hear me, my friend? Moldy Muskrat. Not sure what has happened to Moldy. Tried pulling him into the booth and unfortunately lagged out of this race. Modi Muskrat, SK in the booth. Can you hear me, buddy?
Hey.
Hey, I know you've got one really disappointed fan sitting about 15 feet from me, was cheering you on this whole race, but unfortunately, the lag
That's so
got the best
terrible.
of you.
That's oh my Dude, Twisted literally said like 10 seconds before I like that. He's like, man, Moldy should lag out.
And oh well, that stinks, brother. But hey, you got the valuable 5 points for leading the lap.
Yep,
Fortunately,
this is why I
Bossy
can't win
Geo.
anything.
Good job. Unfortunately, Bossy Geo is now in charge and rocking and rolling. But hopefully, maybe next week we'll see a little bit better results. But you definitely were kicking butt, kid.
Man, Boss tried to sabotage me when we went into the pits the time before last. I was right on his bumper and he did his little scream and said, "Oh, Moldy, you bumped me in and it got me a speeding penalty." And then Tommy said, "All right, both of you clip." And I was like, "Man, I swear I didn't hit you." And then we go to leave the pits. He's like, "Ha, gotcha!" And then he just takes off and was lying the whole time. And then I start lagging because my Xbox is uploading the clip.
Oh, poor. Oh, gotta love it. Well, Moldy, I will catch at you later.
Yep. I
Uh,
guess I'll go do something else. I don't really know.
all right. Well, good luck,
Alright.
kid. I'll see you next week.
Yep, see ya.
Bossy Geo playing a little bit of fun with Moldy Muskrat as he is leading this race. For those who don't know Bossy Geo, he is one of the most comical characters in the voice chat during racing. An amazing guy to be around and an awesome addition to ARCS as he has continued to lead this race. Hopefully soon I'll be able to get a bead on your top 5. As coming to the line, we will have 28 laps remaining here at Chicagoland. Let's try and catch up to COT Tommy as he is battling to get into the top 5 as he gets around Suicideways to be in that 5th position. 4th position, Richie C USA. 3rd is Deplorable Me 44. And I believe running 2nd is Arch Enemy. Let's see if we can't pull the beat up on Arch Enemy in that number 88. Yep, he is just behind the number 48 of Tri-Strand. He is in 2nd place, I believe. Bear with me, fans, as I try to get a bead on our 2nd place racer. Make sure that Arch Enemy is in 2nd, so I'm reporting this correctly. Currently, Bossy Geo still leads this race. "24 laps remain at the line. Pit reports are showing about 24 laps or 14 laps left on fuel. So we're going to see green flag pit stops probably when it's pretty close to 10 to go. I believe the car behind him is the number 13 of Glixen, which is showing to be a few laps down, so he is not battling for position, unfortunately. Big shout out to Gavin. This will be his second start in TNT as a sub Tier 2 driver. Catch Glixen and the rest of the Tier 2 and Tier 3 drivers Tuesdays at ARCS Racing Network, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Trucks go live around 8:15. Xfinity follows shortly after. Right along with the man who, sadly, I believe is in second place, Arch Enemy. I've got lines on third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, but I do not know who second is currently at this moment. Arch is starting to close in on Boss E Geo. You see him just up the screen there. He's just got to track down the 13 of Glixen, but Boss is right there as we've got about 8 laps left of fuel. Reports are showing that we've already got some takers going down pit road. 18 laps remaining at the line. Bossy Gia will take the stripe. Arch Enemy in second place. I actually just got a confirmation. Arch Enemy is in second place. Richie C USA in third. Currently, COT Tommy in fourth. Big shout out to COT Tommy, whose Twitch channel is Tizzy452, for being my lap counter tonight. Tommy, one of the admins and owners and creators of Thursday Night Thunder, along with Lurkin Tom Gaming and Deplorable Me, who bring us this amazing show. $16 laps remaining at the start-finish line. Looks like Bossy Geo still out front. Looks like a few takers down pit road. I believe that was Suicideways exiting the pits. Check out this battle for position right now between, looks like Term V, Lurkin Tom, and Nifty Agenda. The 48 of Tristrand in the mix as well. Good racing going on here. Richie C USA, who is currently in third position right now, all by his lonesome. Maybe some strategy might play out for Richie C. USA. Also, shout out to Richie just a few weeks ago, got married. So, congratulations on your big day. Looks like the number 88 has finally caught up to the lap car of Glixen. Glixen going to keep it high, trying to let that 88 around him. But ooh, creates a little bit of a contact as both of them start to wash up the racetrack. Shout out to our Facebook watchers. I know Ryan Pinnell watching saying, let's go DP. And Donald Ray commented earlier saying, let's go 14. Fortunately, had a lag out. Let me pull up our lap counter. Bunch of cars going down pit road. I believe Bossy Geo now entering pit road as we speak. He is still technically being scored as the race leader at this moment. COT Tommy in second, but COT Tommy will be coming down pit road this time as well. COT Tommy in the pits as well. Going to keep a bead on Boss E Geo as he exits the pits. Watching my lap counters, making sure we're at 12 laps or 13 laps remaining. Bossy Geo comes out of the pits here in just a few moments. I will give you our race leader. Currently, I am showing the number 13 of Glixen led a lap and is the leader currently, but now entering the pits, the 88 of Arch Enemy now leading this race. Pull up the 88 as he is currently leading this race. 10 laps to go at the line, crunch time. Congratulations to Boiled Ice, made his way into the top 5 so far. 9 laps remaining. Richie C. USA was able to maintain his position in 4th. Arch Enemy continues to lead this race. Hopefully, I will be able to get you a bead on who is second and third. I know Bossy Geo is in that mix somewhere. I believe he is running second. At the line, we will be starting lap 128. 7 laps remain. The car right behind him is the number 19 of Workin' Tom and Bossy Geo right behind. So I'm going to go out on a limb that Workin' Tom has played some strategy and made his way back up through the field. Only time will tell if he passes them and we see a leader change on our lap counter. Tri-Strand, the lap car, goes high to let the 88 by, along with the 19. As the 19 tries to do a crossover, goes high, hopefully maybe trying to get the arc and the advantage into the turn, but has a no fail attempt as Arch Enemy holds that bottom line really well. Five laps remaining at the line. Not that we need it, but cautions are turned off. Here at ARCS, we stop cautions at 5 laps to go, but we've been caution free since lap 3, and it has been all pedal to the metal. Bossy Geo up to challenge the 88 of Arch Enemy. Looks like Arch Enemy is going to let Bossy Geo around. Bossy Geo back up top. Working Tom Gaming still in the mix, looking like he is still fighting to be the leader. So if these three are your top three, that puts Richie C USA in fourth, Boiled Ice in fifth. Oh, sorry, Lurkin Tom Gaming is actually in eighth. He is not in the battle here. Just got that report in. 3 laps remaining at the line. Boss E Geo leading this race. Arch Enemy in second. Deplorable Me 44 is being scored in third place. Deplorable Me 44 in third. Your top three goes as followed: Bossy Geo, Arch Enemy, and Deplorable Me. Fourth place, Richie C USA. Fifth, COT Tommy gets around the sub for Seth Dub 9, who is now in sixth. Sue is sideways in the number 3 Camaro in seventh. Let's pop up to your race leader, Boss E Geo. White flag this time by. Bossy Geo coming across the start-finish line as your race winner. Arch Enemy in second place. Deplorable Me in third. Richie C USA in fourth. COT Tommy still battling Glixen at the line, but will take fifth place, rounding out your top five. Sorry, Boiled Ice in sixth. Suicide Way 7th, Working Tom Gaming 8th. See if I can't get the rest of the top 10 for you. Glixen in 9th. Tri-Strand rounds out your top 10. Twisted Navy, respectively, in 11th. Nifty Agenda in 12th. Then we have our 3 laggers rounding out this 15-car field. Give us just a few moments, folks, and we will be back at our ARCS Racing Networks thing. Live back from the ARCS Racing Network's podium, kicking it off, finishing third, my pal, my buddy, Deplorable Me. Man, I'll tell you what, this is probably one of the best races I've called because of so much action going on in the track. But you were able to maintain composure and finish third through strategy and pit stops. Tell me about your night, buddy.
Yeah, to come home third, that man, dude, we went like 130 laps caution free, and that is a lot. I got into the 19, I think, a little bit in the first on the first green flag pit stop. That really messed up his race, so I apologize to the 19 for that. But yeah, then it was just all about staying clean. Boss was super fast all night long. Moldy in that 41, he was super fast all night long. Unfortunately for him, he lagged out. He's not going to finish the race. And then Arch at the end, I held him up, SK, for lap after lap after lap, and then finally I was like, the next time you get to me, buddy, I'm gonna let you go. And he was definitely setting sail as soon as that happened. And so good run to these two. But I'm happy with this third place finish. If we can do that, we can have a really good points finish in TNT. So we got to continue to have good races.
Absolutely. Points are going to look heating up. Can't wait to see them over the next couple days. So, DP, once again, congratulations on an awesome third place finish. Now, moving on to our second place finisher, Arch Enemy. You definitely had something for the leaders, buddy. Moldy Muskrat lagging out early, but here you are, finishing
Oh
second,
yeah,
taking home the silver medal.
as soon as Moldy lagged out, I knew I had a shot because they were kind of drafting away from me after I lost Deplorable there, and I was slowly eating it down, and thought he was going to try to sneak 2 tires past me, so I tried to be proactive, and just wasn't the right call at the end. And Lurkin, I think he was with Lurkin, and they both had fresh tires, and they just kind of ran me down there with 5 to go, and that was it. And I'm happy to run second. It's nice to finally be finishing up front again and running well.
Absolutely. I'm used to seeing you in that number 6 Ford Mustang, so seeing you in the 88 is definitely different
Definitely
for me. But hey, the 88 seemed to have shined. The Camaro definitely worked out for you. But speaking of drivers that switch back and forth between a Ford and Camaro, our race winner, Boss E Geo, who comes home with the gold. Mr. Bohemian, what a race. Moldy Muskrat unfortunately lags out towards the middle of the race, and it was smooth sailing for you the rest of the way.
Yeah, tough break for Moldy, man. He had a very fast car. We battled a lot during that long run there. But shout out to Deplorable, shout out to Arch. He's had a lot of bad luck lately, but it's good to see him up there battling, finally getting the finish that he deserves. But the car was, I mean, flawless. Had to just make one small adjustment there on the third pit stop. Other than that, the car barely got loose, kept its speed, and was consistent. On that last pit stop, I was thinking about taking 2 tires, but I wasn't quite sure. But I knew somebody was going to take the gamble and take it. And when I saw both Deplorable and Arch get past me, I was like, oh snap. Do I have enough laps to catch them and run them down? But I stayed calm, just ran my race, and was able to have enough laps to catch both of them and pass them. Got the win.
Definitely exciting indeed. To everybody, such a good, clean race, 133 laps, caution free, and you took the gamble with the 4 tires and it paid off. So, congratulations, boss. I'm glad to see you back on the podium here at ARCS Racing Network. Go celebrate your whim and definitely maybe go check out the beach and party it up.
Oh, no doubt, man.
that does it for us here at the ARCS Racing Network. Be sure to check us out. Coming up Sunday, we will be at Watkins Glen for the A Squared Cup Series. Then back again Tuesdays, ARCS 2 and 3. Catch me live here on ARCS Racing Network, along with TNT on Thursdays. Races pre-race show starts about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hit that subscribe button on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. If you want to race with us, visit racearcs.com. Xbox side starts out in our ARCS 3 Truck Series. Work your way up through the ranks and try to get into ARCS 2 and then up to the Covenant TNT. On the iRacing side, we've got Cup, we've got Trucks. Coming 2022, we will be racing IndyCar, Street Stocks, Modifieds. There is nothing under the sun that we will not get our hands on. Catch us live anytime at ARCS Racing Network. This is SK signing off here at the